Hello, Assalamu alaikum, students. This is your teacher Azka, and today we are going to solve this paper 9609, paper 2 for AS level, October, November 2024, and we have 1 hour 30 minutes to solve the whole paper, and this is variant 2. So, for before watching this video, I will suggest that you should first of all read the whole case study. This is a very short case study, as you can see. Um, and that's why like we are just going to see the answers directly. So I've solved the whole case study, like the answers I already written in my OneNote, and we are going to see that what are the best answers you can write for each person. Okay, so for the question number one, we have to identify one of the promotion method. So whatever the promotion method you want to write, you can write. It's not that you should only write a very, a very specific method of motivation. So we just need to identify. So that's why I've written that one promotion method. Um, PP could use is advertising. So you just need to write the advertising. That's it. And the second question was about the capital expenditure. I think we have to define the capital expenditure, what it is. So capital expenditure refers to the funds a business spends on acquiring, upgrading, or maintaining the fixed asset like property, building, machinery, or equipment. And these are the long-term investments intended to improve the company's productive capacity or efficiency. And in the case of CC's, capital expenditure would involve investing in machinery or technology to create a variety of parts which they are currently unwilling to do. Yes. So if you just read the case study, so you can find out this application from the case study. Okay, and the B part, we need to calculate a labor turnover rate for PP in 2023. So as you can see, that they have given us basically there is two divisions, growing and retail, and we need to find out the labor turnover for each divisions. So we have the average workforce per year. We have the number of people who left in 2023. So we just need to put the formula and put the values according to the formula, and we will get our answer that what is the labor turnover rate for PP in 2023. Okay, so for growing divisions, this is a formula. First of all, you need to see the formula. Formula is that you have to multiply the 100 with number of people who left during the year divided by the average workforce. So for growing division, the people who left the employees who left the business was 100. You have to multiply with 100 and divide it with the average workforce. Average workforce was 450. So the labor turnover rate for growing division is 22.2%, 22.22%. And for retail division, the people who left was 14. We need to multiply it with the 100 and divide with the average workforce, which is 120 in retail division case. So we have 11.67. So retail division, there are less people who are leaving the PP. Okay. And the next question, we have to write the explain one possible impact on PP if its employees being trade union members. Okay. So one possible impact of PP's employees being trade union members could be increased bargaining power. Yes, because if they are the member of trade union, so trade union will be bargaining for different working condition, pay raise, and different other things. Trade union can bargaining with the employer, and this is how the PP will affect. So trade unions can negotiate on behalf of employees for better wages, benefits, and working conditions. And this would lead to higher operational costs for PP, but it may also result in improved employee satisfaction. Of course, like if they have to increase the wages of the employees, so their operational cost will be rising. This is how PP will negatively affected. But yes, there's also one positive result, and a positive result that there will be a greater employee satisfaction, and it can reduce turnover, as you can see that it is growing in both cases, and increase productivity in the long run. Next question is that analyze one advantage and one disadvantage to PP of outsourcing the manufacturing parts. So I hope that you know about the outsourcing. Outsourcing means that you are like passing your one of the task or one function to the third party. So one significant advantage of the outsourcing the manufacture of parts for PP cost saving by outsourcing the production to business like clay containers and fantastic flexible. All this information I have taken from the case. PP avoids the substantial capital expenditure required to set up and maintain its own production facilities. The savings from not having to invest in machinery, factory space, and labor can be allocated to other areas of business, such as expanding marketing efforts, improving the retail experiences, or growing the business. So additionally, CC and FF have specialized the knowledge and experience, which means that they can do sports efficiently and the cost effectively. So this is the advantage of outsourcing. The disadvantage of outsourcing will be that a potential disadvantage of outsourcing the manufacture of parts is reduced. Since this is a 8 mark question, so you need to write one advantage and one disadvantage. Control over quality and lead times. So while PP benefits from outsourcing cost saving, it might face challenges in ensuring consistent product quality, of course, because if you are outsourcing your one of your tasks, so it means that you cannot control the quality over there. And meeting the delivery deadlines. For instance, CC has a lead time of 3 days for pods, but PP might require a larger variety of pods, which CC is unwilling to provide due to its unwillingness to invest in capital expenditure. So, on the other hand, FF has a longer lead time of 1 month, which could lead to delays in fulfilling customer orders. And this lack of flexibility and control over the manufacturing process may negatively impact PP's ability to meet customer demand and maintain the customer satisfaction. Okay. The next question, we have to evaluate the importance to PP of workforce planning. Okay. Now, first of all, we are going to see the positives of workforce planning. So the advantage of workforce planning will be that there is improved resource allocation. So one of the key benefits of workforce planning is the ability to ensure that PP has the right number of employees at the right time. This is all about the workforce planning. So how this will help, how this will create the positive impact. So this helps to prevent issues such as understaffing or overstaffing, both of which can cause operational inefficiencies. So in the context of PP's business, which has two distinct divisions, first one is growing, second one is retail. So effective workforce planning ensures that each division is adequately staffed to meet the seasonal demand, sales targets, or production requirements. So this improves overall productivity and ensures the smooth running of operations. So for example, during peak retail seasons, additional sales staff can be deployed, while in the growing division, seasonal labor may be required to meet higher demand for plants. The second and positive, or you can also start with however, and you can write the negative point. So however, one potential downside of workforce planning is that it can create a rigid structure that may not quickly adopt to the sudden changes. For instance, if PP unexpectedly faces a sharp increase in customer demand or requires a sudden shift in production capacity, for example, due to new product line, so it might struggle to quickly adjust its workforce if the planning process has already committed to a certain number of staff. In such cases, PP may find it challenging to scale up its workforce in the short term, and potentially it will leading to missed sales opportunities or production delays. Additionally, workforce planning based on outdated or overly optimistic assumptions about future demand could hinder the company's agility and responsiveness to changing the market condition. And the second benefit is cost control. Another positive aspect of workforce planning is its ability to control the labor costs. So for PP, which operates in a competitive market, managing costs is crucial to maintaining profitability. Workforce planning helps PP avoid overstaffing, which can lead to unnecessary wages, and also ensures that company does not experience the labor shortages, which could result in lost sales or delayed plant production. Through careful forecasting of labor needs, PP can optimize its staffing levels, ensuring that the workforce is both efficient and cost effective. And this is especially relevant for the growing division where labor costs can fluctuate depending on the size of workforce required for production. However, the drawback of workforce planning is the possibility of underestimating future labor needs. So, if PP's workforce planning process does not account for future growth or unforeseen factors such as increasing customer demand, staff shortage, or changes in competitive environment, so company could find itself understaffed. So this would negatively impact production efficiency, customer service, ability to meet deadlines. For example, if PP experience unexpected growth in retail division or a surge in demand of for plants, so the company may be caught off guard, resulting in delays order or insufficient service levels. So poor workforce planning could therefore lead to operational disruptions and missed opportunities for the business growth. Now, what's the conclusion? Workforce planning plays a critical role in ensuring the PP's operation runs smoothly and that human resources are aligned with the business goals. While it offers clear benefits such as improved resource allocation and cost control, it also presents challenges related to flexibility and the risk of underestimating future needs. For PP maximize the advantage of workforce planning, it must ensure that its workforce, like in conclusion, you should balance the arguments and you can also write the suggestion. It must ensure that its workforce plans are flexible enough to adapt to sudden change in the business environment and that they are based on accurate forecasts that account for potential growth. So regular reviews and adjustments to workforce plan are essential to mitigate the risk of rigidity and underestimation, allowing PP to stay responsive to market dynamics and maintain its competitive edge. Let me just give me 1 second. हेलो अस्सलाम वालेकुम अंकल मुझे ना आप पौने 5 ले लीजिएगा वो जो आइडियल बेकरी वाली वो घर है उधर पौने 5 जी okay. So now let's see the second case study. This is your second case study, drink company, the drink company TDC. So again, you should read the case study first and after just come back to this video. So in the very first question, what we need to do, we need to identify one stage of product cycle. We have to explain the term limited liability. We will be finding out the variance, uh, calculate the variance between TD's budgeted revenue and actual revenue for 2023. Okay. So as you can see that we have information of budgeted and annual budget and actual revenue. Okay. And we need to explain the one possible benefit to TDC of using the budgets. So the stage of the product life cycle, one stage of the product life cycle is introduction stage. You just need to identify it, no need to explain. Limited liability explanation. So limited liability refers to you need to define the term and also you need to write the application means example from the case. So limited liability refers to the legal structure of a company where the owner's financial responsibility for the company's debt is limited to the amount they have invested in the business. So in the case of TDC as a limited liability company, if the company incur losses or goes bankrupt, the shareholders owners are only liable for the amount they have paid for their shares and are not personally liable for any additional debts the company may owe. And this protects the personal assets of shareholders from being used to pay off the company's liability. Now the variance. Variance formula is we need to deduct the budget revenue from the actual revenue. So the budget revenue was 400 and the actual revenue was 340. So this is, as you can see, the answer is in minus 60 million. It means that this variance is adverse. Let's suppose if it would have in plus, so it means that this is a favorable variance. So variance is adverse because actual revenue is lower than the budget revenue by 60 million, indicating that TDC did not meet its expected revenue target. And after that, we need to write the benefits of using budgets. So one possible benefits to TDC of using budgets is financial control and planning. Budgets provide a financial roadmap for the company, allowing it to set clear targets and allocate the resource effectively. So by comparing actual performance with the budget figures, TDC can quickly identify areas where it is underperforming and take corrective action. So this helps company to stay on track to achieve its objectives, such as increasing profit margins or market share, and ensures that spending is aligned with strategic goals. Additionally, budgets act as a guide for decision making, improving the overall efficiency and financial management of the business. Now we need to analyze two ways in which TDC could use the Boston matrix analysis in table 2.1. So, first of all, Boston matrix is basically known as a BCD matrix, and it categorizes products into four quadrants based on the market growth and market share. And it helps company analyze their product portfolio and decide where to allocate the resource. So TD can use a Boston matrix in following ways. First of all, resource allocation. So TDC can use the Boston matrix to make informed decision about uh, where to allocate resources for the development of its products. The matrix divide product into four categories. First one is stars. Star means that there is a high market growth and high market share. TDC product in this category such as Bicola are performing well, both in terms of market growth and share. So since the stars are expected to generate high revenue and profit, so TDC should focus on sustaining their growth by investing in marketing, research, and development to maintain their competitive edge. So these products require substantial investment but have the potential to become cash cows in the future. Next one is a question mark. Question mark means that there is a high market growth but low market share. So TD's tropical falls under this category, and these products are in the high growth market, but have not yet captured a significant share. To move V tropical into the star category, TDC could allocate resource towards aggressive marketing, the product differentiation, or distribution channels to increase the market share. So company needs to carefully assess whether investing in V tropical will yield a return or if it should consider discontinuing it if market conditions are not favorable. Next one is the cash cows. So cash cow means the low market growth and high market share. So basically we are discussing the each quadrant of BCG matrix. So although V orange is not explicitly mentioned as cash cow, if it were in this quadrant, TDC could reduce investment in it as it is already established with the high market share in a low growth market. Instead, the company could focus on maximizing profits from V orange and use the cash flow to support other products that need more investment, such as V cola or V tropical. Dogs, the last quadrant. Dog mean the low market growth and low market share. So product like V lemon, which is likely fall under this category, are not performing well in both market share and growth. So TD may decide to reduce investment in VLAMN or discontinue it as it may not generate sufficient returns compared to the other products in the portfolio. So company could refocus resources on a more promising product or innovation in the new ideas. And also Boston metrics we can use for the strategic decision making. Because we have to write two ways. And this is 8 marker question, but we need to talk about each quadrant. So Boston helps TTC to make the strategic decision based on the performance of each product. So so first of all, the growth strategy for star and question mark. So for product in the star and question mark quadrants, TDC should consider adopting a growth strategy. For Ricola, the company should continue to invest heavily to maintain its market leadership and capitalize on growth opportunities. For B Tropical, TDC could focus on increasing market share through market campaigns or expanding into new markets to increase its presence and transition the product to a star. Harvest and diverse strategy for cash cow and dog. So product in cash cow and dogs quadrants require different strategy. For V orange, if it is cash cow, TDC might consider harvesting, which means reducing investment in the product while still extracting profit from it. If you haven't learned the BCD matrix, so you cannot understand this question. So these past papers are for only those students who already covered their whole book. Company can then use these funds to reinvest in growing products like V Cola. On the other hand, for V Lemon, which likely fits the dog quadrant, TDC may choose a diverse strategy, meaning the company could exit the market or discontinue the product if it no longer serves the overall business objectives. Okay. Now we are going to see the last question that evaluate whether the planned merger with HL will enable TDC to achieve its objectives. So basically, TDC has two key objectives for the end of 2025. First one is to increase its profit margin by reducing the cost of material. And the second objective is to increase its market share in business to customer B2C market for carbonated drinks. So how the planned merger will benefit in these two cases. So planned merger with Harvest Liquids offers both potential benefits and challenges that need to be evaluated to assess if the merger will help TDC achieve these objectives. So the first objective is that they want to increase profit margins by reducing the cost of raw materials. So primary goal for TDC is to reduce the cost of material to improve the profit margin, and merger with HL could potentially enable TDC to achieve this objective in the following way. The positive impact. Economy of scale. So by merging with HL, TDC could benefit from economy of scale. Combining the purchasing power of both companies could allow for better negotiating of raw material prices, leading to cost reduction. With the larger purchasing volumes, TDC and HL can secure more favorable contracts with supplier or even explore bulk purchasing, reducing the overall cost per unit for the raw material. And this is the foremost and primary objective for TDC. However, mergers often involve significant challenges in integration. If TDC and HL have different sourcing strategies or procurement processes, it may take time to line these strategies. So during this period of integration, the merged company may not see the immediate cost reduction in raw material and could experience disruptions that temporarily hinder cost saving. The next positive impact is that HL operations, particularly in the B2B market, may allow TDC to streamline its supply chain. This could lead to more efficient raw material procurement and distribution process, further lowering costs by integrating HL's operation. So TDC can optimize its production process and minimize waste, which can also contribute to cost savings. However, TDC and HL may have different operational cultures, especially with HL focusing on B2B market and TDC on B2C. So aligning these operations could take time, and there may be initial inefficiency before the full benefit of merger are realized. Okay, so the second objective is increasing market share in B2C market for carbonated drinks. So you can write maybe this one, or you can write this one. So I have written both. So you can just take the screenshot of this second option, increase market share. These are the challenges. Okay, so now we are going to see the conclusion. So merger between TDC and HL presents both opportunities and challenges for achieving TD's objectives. On the profit margin front, the merger has the potential to enable TDC to achieve its goal of reducing raw material costs through economies of scale, better procurement strategy, and streamlining operation. However, the integration process may introduce temporary inefficiency and could delay these cost reduction. And in terms of increasing market share in B2C market, the merger provides significant potential through expanded cost customer bases, access to new distribution channels, and diversification of the product offerings. However, the cultural fit between TD's B2C focus and HL B2B focus could create integration challenges that may limit the immediate impact on market share growth. Ultimately, the success of the merger in helping TDC achieve its objective will depend on the effective integration of both companies, aligning their operations and cultures, and strategically leveraging HL's strengths to complement TD's B2C ambitions, if managed well. So this is my suggestion, as you can see. So here I have balanced the arguments in the evaluation part, and now I'm going to write my own suggestions. So if managed well, the merger could be a powerful driver for both cost reduction and market share growth. So though it requires careful execution to overcome the potential challenges. Okay, so this is it for today. We have completed the whole paper. And I just want to share a good news with you that I am going to start my own past paper sessions for O and A levels accounting and business subjects. So if you are interested to take classes from me, and these classes will be in the group form, not in the individual form. So if you are interested, you can get enrolled. You can text me on WhatsApp, and even you can text me, or like even you can just leave the comment under the comment section. Goodbye.